Addiction can lead to that. Addiction could lead to anxiety. Addiction can lead to depression and suicidal thoughts.
And then he would go into withdrawal because when you stop.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 17 with your host Fortunato,
Luca, and our special guest.
And our special guest Sonia Alati from Bliss Beauty Wellness. Sonia, how's it going?
I'm good, guys. How about you?
Very good.
Good. We're really excited to have you on the podcast, Sonia. It's been a while that we've been trying to plan this out. For everybody that's watching, Sonia is the owner and founder of Bliss Beauty Wellness, an excellent holistic healthcare system and healthcare service that she provides in Park Extension. And I want to, do an interview about her today. And the reason why I brought her on the podcast is we find that she's an amazing, beautiful representation of holistic healthcare, and we really want to talk to you guys, our viewers especially, about who she is and what she does. So, Sonia, for now, I just want to ask you a brief question. I want to say, what do you do exactly? So, what services you provide, and what do you do exactly?
So, I'm an esthetician and certified massotherapist for over 25 years. I'm also certified in massage cupping, vacuum cupping therapy, and lymphatic drainage for 7 years, and wow. It's about 3 years now that I'm specializing in LED light therapy, also called photobiomodulation.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's really good.
That's amazing because we see the thing is that attracted us exactly how we met exactly is Sonia DM'd me and I DM'd her back. We were talking, but the reason why we were so attracted to the service she provides is because she really does. You can really see that she does this healthcare service from her heart, and she really loves what she does, and she means what she does. So, I'll make Luca ask you the second question that we have here.
So, why do you do it?
Why do I do it? Because I'm trying to bring holistic and alternative treatments to people that are suffering with, chronic pain, inflammation, poor lymphatic drainage, because, the lymphatic system and the gut are a really important part of the immune system. And also to have people depend less on opioids and medication.
Yeah. And just so some people know, because not many people know, what does holistic mean?
Holistic means natural ways of treating without using medication, getting to the root cause of why you're feeling ill or why you have inflammation, why you have pain, why you have fibromyalgia and thyroid issues. There's always a root cause.
Sonia, you said opioid addiction exactly, and we talked a lot. We have a lot of viewers here that since we're a mental health podcast, and go through a lot of addictions with substances like drugs, alcohol, prescription, opioid, and I think opioid is a very key word of what you said, and I just want to get into more detail about the opioid, exactly what's happening.
Well, my husband died of an opioid addiction in November of 2018. He had rheumatoid arthritis that he was being treated for. He was on different pain medications, infusions, injections, and towards the end, he was on 2 different kinds of opioids. And he became very addicted to it. And in the end, he had a heart attack and he died.
My condolences.
Really sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, when you told me about your story and who you are and what you do, it's seriously, it's a beautiful thing what she does, and that's why we didn't want it to go unnoticed. On social media, a lot of times businesses and there's so many businesses out there, there's so many restaurants, and not a lot of people get to see the true background and story. So I mean, you really work from your heart. When you do what you do, Sonia, I mean, you have a background and you really work with your heart, right?
I do, and this is why I like to bring awareness to people. I mean, there's so many people on opioids. They're very addictive. They cause euphoria in the brain to block the pain, actually. So it's really just managing your disease. It's not treating it at all. And like I said, it's very addictive. It starts with an injury or a surgery or pain. And, doctors are just, I have nothing good to really say about doctors, only because when he was addicted and he was taking too much, and then he would go into withdrawal, and then after that he would have to wait for his prescription to renew again, so he'd basically start all over again. And I called his doctor several times to let her know that he's addicted, and you need to cut him off, and he's got to stop. It's going to end badly. And she never even cared to say, to talk to us or to bring us in to have a conversation, or she just basically said, he's a grown man, and if he has a problem, he can just call me. But when you're addicted, it wasn't. So I believe that they don't care. It's all about the prescription. It's all
money.
about
Yeah.
the money. That's right. It's all about the money. Exactly. And there's so many people dying of opioid addiction. I mean, it's killing more people than cancer and AIDS. I mean, if you look it up, you'll see people die of addiction. Like every day, thousands of people are dying from these
That's crazy
opioid
because no one
addictions.
knows this, and no one has awareness of this. It's just like it's literally something that people think that is like regular. They'll take
Exactly.
it in the morning, they'll do their thing, they'll go along the day, and they don't even realize that it's like building a pattern, but a really bad pattern, and consecutively like, and that's how addiction starts,
Yeah.
which is very crazy.
It-
Sonia,
exactly.
let me ask you something, Sonia. This for the viewers that are watching. Can you explain what an opioid is exactly? The drug opioid exactly.
There's different types of opioids. There's like fentanyl, Vicodin, Oxycontin, Methadol, Dilaudid. These are all forms of opioids. And what they do is they block the brain from feeling pain, and it's like a euphoria. It's like it's so addictive, like you get hooked right off the bat. And then when your prescription is done, like let's say you have a surgery or an injury, you're given it for maybe 2-3
Yeah.
weeks. You become addicted and you try to get more. People try to get more. Some doctors actually say no, like you've had your prescription, it's done. And then that's when people turn to street
Yeah.
drugs because the high of the opioids is the same like heroin.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
So people turn to street drugs after they can't
So
get
this
any
is
more.
like the thing that, because I think once I had a surgery, and I think they prescribed it, and my mom did not let me take it. She actually like said, I'm returning it once, like if you don't get any severe pains, I'm returning it. And she
There you
didn't
go.
allow me to take it because like it's a minor surgery, so I don't know why they even gave this. And she held it, and she even
Exactly.
brought it back, so to make sure it doesn't end
mean,
up on the
Well,
streets or
it's good.
anywhere.
I feel like sometimes your Medicare card is like a credit card.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times doctors don't even know what they're giving you. They're just giving it to you just for them to
Yeah.
collect. So
Exactly.
I think-
Exactly.
And
But I mean, like, like with all the stuff you did, with all the services you do, and with the people you met, obviously it's confidential. But have you seen like some crazy cases? Because we have a lot of people that come to us, and sometimes it can be very severe.
Well, I have people who come like for, depression, anxiety, stress. I mean, my treatments are meant to heal you holistically and get to the root cause of why you're feeling this way. A lot of people prefer to just take a pill. They'll take a pill for depression, a pill to sleep, a pill for pain. I mean, they're just, the doctors won't actually tell you, well, go on a diet or
That's it.
eat better or exercise and get some fresh air, get some exposure to
And
sunlight
communicate.
and go out
Yeah.
in nature and just, they'll never say that. They'll just ask you, what is your pain tolerance from 1 to 10? And then they'll give you the medication based on your
That's
pain
really sad.
tolerance. And so they're not checking up on their clients to see how you're doing. Are you okay? Like, they're taking too much of it. And like I said, when the prescription is done, like on my husband's case, it was always repeated every 30 days. And
Jesus, man.
so, like I said, he would take more than he should. And then he would go into withdrawal because when you stop opioids right away, you do go into withdrawal like you do heroin.
Exactly.
And then after, when the prescription would start again and he would start again, it would just be a vicious circle until his immune system shut down. He lost a ton of weight.
Jesus.
And his body just wasn't able to fight any infection anymore. And he just, his heart just gave up.
Sonia, honestly, we talked about last time, and I mean, to hear like from in this detail, it's just, it's very sad to hear it. And I mean, for anyone watching, the reason why we wanted to bring Sonia is because Sonia does like a beautiful thing for the community, and she's offering her service, and like people that are just starting up with taking with any addiction that you have, opioid or whatever drug you're taking and everything like that. Just like Sonia is kind of a witness of what she saw from her spouse and everything. So I mean, guys, taking into consideration, Sonia's speaking from her heart, and it's not the easiest thing sometimes to speak about it. But for anyone that's starting to take it or wanting to take it, listen to this podcast, because I mean, I'm learning a lot from what's
I
happening
didn't know
right now,
about
too.
this. I didn't even like at first. I thought like my mom took it away. I didn't understand, but like now that you explain your story and your side, it's like I completely understand. And I think it's, even if you're going through like a lot of pain, I don't think that's you should
result.
It's a Band-Aid. It's
Which
just a
isn't good.
Band-Aid. It's never
Yeah.
going to get to the root. It's never going to get to them. Like people who have fibromyalgia, I mean, it's very painful. I mean, people on fibromyalgia, they become depressed, so they're on antidepressants, and then they can't sleep, so they're taking sleeping pills. So then it's a vicious circle, and by the time you know it, you're taking 7-8 pills a day.
Jesus.
That
And so like I'm saying, I'm trying to bring holistic and alternative
and
treatments.
that's fantastic,
especially with the LED bed.
Like I
right.
find that amazing because like I don't think anyone knows like
Exactly.
this should be like a lot more people should know about this than the pills. The pills is like that should be the last thing. Yeah.
Last resort or not at all.
Yeah, it should be the last resort, but people trust their doctors. I
That's
mean,
the
they
problem.
think that, but the doctors will never talk to you about the importance of your lymphatic system, your white blood cells and your gut, and healing your body
Yeah.
at the root cause. They don't talk about that. Like with the red and near infrared light bed that I have, it heals at the root. It's light therapy.
Exactly.
We have chromophores in our mitochondria that are receptive to the light, and we are light beings. We are an energy field. We have like 7 trillion cells in our body,
There you go.
And this is NASA technology. It's been around since 1993. It's a 25-minute session, and I'm telling you, it's really
Life-
amazing
no.
what it can do.
Because I saw a couple of videos on your Instagram and everything, guys, and like you have to check out this Instagram. Like honestly, from just swiping up and down, you see so many
Yeah.
different procedures. She puts out such beautiful content of a before and after effects, and the machine she has. She has like an incredible center, which it sucks because during this COVID, we're not be able to go see
Yeah.
it.
Exactly. This is when we need it the
Yeah.
most to boost our immune systems
Exactly.
and to heal our cells and
Exactly.
to get them healthy.
But what we wanted to do is after all this is all done, we're definitely going to go take a visit and try
Yeah.
a few
Yeah.
procedures at the Bliss Beauty Wellness Center that she has. But I want to ask you a question, Sonia. With all that you're doing, with all that you're preaching, and with everything that you're providing, what's your goal? Not financially, but what's your goal for the public to see?
My goal, like I said, is to have people know that there is an alternative way of treating your illness, your disease, or whatever you're going through, even if it's anxiety, depression, because the light penetrates deep into your organs, it penetrates into your brain, into your eyes, into your cells. It's stimulating ATP production, which is the energy currency of life that we cannot function without. And as we age and as we get sick, we start to have less ATP. Our mitochondria goes into distress from oxidative stress or free radicals, especially with people being exposed to so much junk lighting, like
Yeah,
with
exactly.
our iPads and we don't go outside as much. We're not exposed to sunlight. We need the sun. We need 30 minutes of exposure to sun every day. Drink water, have inadequate,
Yeah.
have good sleep, and
We're learning a
I
lot
think
today,
so.
man. This is an educational
Yeah.
podcast, guys. Like honestly,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The doctors
No,
will never
they-
tell
and
you.
I
don't think they care to tell us.
Change your diet, exercise, go outside.
Luca, I think-
clean out your lymphatic
I think we
system.
found a new
Yeah,
doctor, Luca. for us.
literally. Like I don't even know if we need doctors. If we had more people like you, I don't think it'd be necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the pills and the pharmaceutical companies would literally not hold up.
Yeah, because I think what happens is that when you go to see a doctor, they give you a doctor's note, they give you prescriptions, and you're out the door. But I mean,
Exactly.
from just talking to Sonia these past 15 minutes, you learn so
Yeah.
much. You learn so much about your system. You learn so much about who she's about. And I was once a person that really just had a direct view and didn't look left and right and just says, okay, if something's wrong with me, let me go to the hospital right away. I'm gonna go to the doctor. And
Exactly.
But guys, honestly. Look, visit her Instagram and see what it is exactly. And if you need to contact her,
It'll be in
contact
the
her. Like, she's such an open
description. It'll
person.
definitely be in the description.
Yeah, and what
I think people don't want to heal at the root, because when you heal naturally and you get to the
Yeah.
root, it's uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yes, because things are
Exactly.
coming out, and you might have a headache, you might feel tired, but this is all
Yeah.
part of natural healing.
healthiest
But
way.
when it gets there and you feel amazing after it's all done, and just to clean out your lymphatic system, we're full
Yeah.
of toxins. Our lymphatic system is our drainage. It's it's a sewer system. It needs to be released. Our toxins have to be drained from the body, and the lymphatic system doesn't know how to stimulate itself. It literally has to be stimulated. And with the vacuum cupping, it goes 4 inches deep into the body, stimulating the lymphatic system, draining toxin, increasing blood circulation,
That's
and
awesome.
removing inflammation. A lot of people have inflammation,
a lot, yeah, including
which
me.
is a leading cause of a lot of diseases. And
you go. There you guys.
You know, pill can't get rid of inflammation. It's
Yeah.
literally your diet,
There
exercising,
you go.
eliminating, foods that cause inflammation.
And not even like
because like I mean,
are you okay?
Go ahead.
Like not even. I think it's food and it's like little bad habits that people think that is like not as bad. Like people think like, for example, one like an alternative. I think you are gonna agree with me on this one that like vaping is not a good way to stop smoking. It's not. It's not an alternative. It's
No,
just like
it isn't.
another pharmaceutical.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good
It's
point.
worse.
And it's doing extremely
Yeah,
bad
it
things
is.
to you that we still don't know of because it's not even any research.
Yeah.
There's nothing we know nothing about it,
Exactly.
and it's just like absolutely horrible.
That's crazy. I mean, guys, we have a lot of people here, and I know we always stress in each and every single podcast that we do about anxiety, depression, suicide, and all sorts of things, guys. And I mean, addiction can lead
Yeah.
to that. Addiction can lead to anxiety. Addiction can lead to depression and suicidal thoughts. And I mean, before trying to dealing with yourself, and we always try to say, if you have to get professional help, go to professional help. If you don't want to see a therapist, I think this is one of the best services that you can get, and the service that Sonia provides, I mean, is from A to Z extraordinary.
like-
and I mean, you could see that she's an amazing
Yeah,
person.
and
so.
she's literally speaking from the heart because you could tell, and like I don't think like someone like you would do this just for money or anything because it takes your passion.
Exactly.
It literally
No.
takes your
Exactly.
passion.
No, always
Yeah.
because of what I've witnessed and what I've seen. And I know there's a lot of people on medication, a lot of people are on opioids. Again, it just,
It goes
Yeah.
downhill.
it does at
Or,
the
like,
end. It's
even-
just,
Does it,
Yeah.
there's no way out
Like
afterwards.
people should
there
look
is
for
none.
alternatives other than pharmaceutical things. And like
There
honestly,
you go.
like even when it comes to even when it comes to, for example, like if you're feeling stressed, maybe like people say like maybe like a 2-day vacation could be good. Anything could be good,
There
but
you go.
people first
Yeah.
thing is like, why am I stressed? I have anxiety. I should go see a psychologist.
Yeah.
She'll give me this, and I'll feel
And then they'll give you
There you go.
anti-anxiety
I
medication.
don't think that's how
Antidepressants.
it's not how it works. People
No.
are becoming very sensitive to things too. They're not wanting to go through it. They rather avoid
Exactly.
their feelings and the emotional aspect of life, which is things people should go through. It's
Yeah.
what builds you strong as a person.
Exactly. Yes.
I think Sonia. I
Yeah.
think honestly, guys, a lot of you guys, I didn't even know about the service she provided until that we started talking and everything. So, guys, I'm gonna put a little bit of information. Luca's gonna put in
Yeah.
all the stuff that you need to know about her place. But her place is Bliss Beauty Wellness on Instagram. Check her out. Her name is Sonia Alati. She's in Park Extension. Sonia, do you want to give the exact address of where the place is?
At 7716 Stewart.
Perfect. And you're
Park
open 5
X,
days
yeah.
a week, 6 days a week.
Yeah, 6 days.
Awesome. Perfect.
That's a lot
And
of
guys,
time you
honestly,
give
like,
to a lot of people that should. A lot more people
That's
should
amazing.
know.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
know.
People. And hopefully you get a lot of clients
Guys-
that come and see you instead of and stop dropping.
I'm definitely coming.
I have a lot of clients. I have a lot of good
That's
reviews.
amazing.
I have a lot of people who come to me after they've tried everything else and it doesn't work.
That's amazing.
Yes,
awesome.
yes. She really loves the red and near infrared light bed. Like she was coming weekly
I honestly
for it.
can't
It
wait to
helps
go and
also
try.
your performance in the
Yeah.
gym. Yeah.
Guys, so like I said again, Bliss Beauty Wellness in Park Extension. Her name's Sonia Alati. If you have any questions, I know the COVID is right now is really hard to get to. I know I'm expecting your place is closed for now. Okay, but
Yes.
if you guys once start opening again, you're gonna see me and Luca
Yeah.
go there. We're gonna do a little video of the procedures we're getting done, and we're gonna sit down with Sonia and talk more about it. But I'm extremely very proud, myself and Luca and the Positive guys, to say that Bliss Beauty Wellness is our first and official sponsor for the Positive Guide podcast. And I really believe that this sponsor, this business here, is one of the best ways to really view the
Yeah.
Positive Guys and what we stand for. And when it comes to mental health, anxiety, depression, and what services could be provided for you to get the help you need. Sonia, I want to say thank you for
Yeah.
being here
Thank
today.
you
It was
so
awesome
much.
to have
Thank you. Thanks.
Especially
thanks
on a
for
gloomy
having
day
me.
guys.
like this, it's amazing to talk
Yeah,
to someone
there
like
you
you.
go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she has a
Thank
great
you.
heart, a great personality, and she has a great head on her shoulders. So go make sure to go check her out. We'll tag the Instagram at the bottom. Guys, once again, thank you for tuning in. My name's
And my name's
Fernando.
Luca, and thank you so much, Sonia, for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.